responded, and well, they didn't really respond to anything, to be honest. So if you guys don't know what's happening, let me catch you up. Welcome to Bloxburg is a very popular game. This is my whole channel about it, but if you guys are coming in hot from not playing Bloxburg because this problem has become a whole Roblox situation now. It's a popular game, costs 25 Robux, a lot of people love it. But lately, it's been going downhill, as you can see by the dislike percentage, alright? And this all started on April 26th when Bloxburg added their new update. And in this new update, they added some new things going on with their job economy sort of thing. Long story short, people are getting paid less, way less, about like 20%. Some people are saying more percentage, but people have done tests and things, and it's supposed to be 20% less of what they were paid before. And well, of course, people are mad because people were already poor in the game. And there's one job called pizza delivery job where you ride a motorcycle, you deliver some pizzas, and it was like the meta of the game. Like you play this game, you play this job, and you make millions of dollars. But with lowering pay, they also added a couple of more fees / bills into the game. So Bloxburg added fainting, so now you will faint in the game if your moods aren't up. Now Bloxburg always had these moods over here. You gotta keep your fun, energy, hunger, and hygiene up, but we never actually had to faint. And now it also says critically low moods. Increase your moods to prevent fainting and needing medical treatment. And if you faint, you get hit with a hospital bill, and these hospital bills aren't cheap. And on top of that, there's also towing fees. So when you use your car and you leave it on the street and you let go of it, boom, you have 5 minutes or your car will get towed. And guess what? That will also be added into your bills. So they've made Bloxburg into America, okay? There's less pay and more bills, and now people don't have money to build, role play, and do things what they love to do in Bloxburg in the first place. Now, there was a lot of misinformation going around, like, oh my gosh, the game passes don't work, because people thought these game passes, like Excellent Employee and Marvelous Moods, were not working in the game. They do work, they just don't work as well as they used to because of these changes. But after this, they went silent. They went radio silent. Nobody was communicating. Nobody was talking. Bramp and Little Mari are the community managers. But again, guys, don't give them any hate because they are not... They're not the devs. They're not even devs. They're not the higher ups. It's Coffee Stain themselves. But then Bloxburg finally responded. You know what? Let's say Coffee Stain instead. Coffee Stain finally responded with this long thing over here. The TLDR on this, so we don't have to read it again. I read it multiple times, but let me look through it just one more time. Job updates over here. I think the most significant thing is that they're not reverting it. It's all based on efficiency. So the first pizza that you go deliver will not be making $6,000, but the more you work, the more money you get for each pizza, basically. And their reasoning behind this is because our economy was unbalanced, and to ensure the longevity of the game, it needed to be adjusted. And that right there, let's just stop there, because the rest we don't really need. And I think this is the part where I also don't understand. What do you mean by the game's economy? Like, when did Bloxburg have an economy? Yes, we have money in game. Yes, other games have money as well, but it's an in-game economy. What are you talking about? They lowered the pay, and because of the economy was unbalanced. Like, how can the economy be unbalanced? I don't get it, guys. I literally genuinely don't get it. I don't know how I can explain it. I want to be able to play the game how I want to play the game. You know what I mean? Like, if I want more money, I need money to play the game how I want to play. The Sims have hacks. You can type in motherload and get a ton of money, and then I can play the game however I want to play the game. You know, I can be a rich person if I want. Now, I get Bloxburg's not like this. Bloxburg is a game on a Roblox. Bloxburg is a multiplayer game over here. You know, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get towed. I'm gonna get towed. Put it back over here. It's a multiplayer game, and there is more of an economy sense than a single player game, I would say. But I still don't get it, okay? I'm sorry. I just cannot explain it to you guys. I don't understand. There's also a new thing that they added, which was the marketplace, and the content creators, including me, got to make a house, and I knew that they were going to open it up for other players because it's just common sense, I feel like, but they just need to figure out how to implement moderation and things, which we can learn from Roblox themselves, because they opened up their UGC items, which are user-generated content items. Everything that's marketplace are made by people, and some things are just hard to moderate, so I see why they're taking a little bit time on that. So patience will hopefully have some more people being able to, you know, put things on the marketplace. The next problem is the fainting system. The fainting system, if you guys don't know, you faint when your moods are low. Now, this is an issue for a lot of people. Apparently, when you guys are working, of course, you faint all of a sudden, you have to go back home, and then you also are, you know, stuck with the fainting bill, sadly. And this is probably the worst, probably, I keep saying probably, sorry. This is probably the worst for role players. I've been to events and things like that, and yeah, people can faint. Okay, so it just makes it harder to roleplay. And then the towing fee, I don't really care about the towing fee, to be honest, but they did do a hot fix, and this is probably the ugliest thing I have ever seen, guys. So if I go into my car now, they have highlighted places for people to park. I don't know. It looks really ugly. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like maybe some people were confused that they had to park in parking spots. But I mean, the more they play, the more they'll understand. But guys, look. I'll stop my car and look at what pops up. It's so ugly. Like, instead of the box, I feel like they could have just put the P. But no, this is hideous. And look at the parking garage. It like all lights up. So it does light up when you stop moving. So if you guys are role playing, just keep moving your car and hopefully it doesn't pop up. But man, it is ugly. Like, imagine role playing here, guys. Like, imagine role-playing in town. You just see blue boxes everywhere. It's so ugly. So overall, Bloxburg responded, and they didn't change anything. They didn't do anything about it. They just explained it more. And that's pretty much it. So I don't think they're changing it, guys. And well, rightfully so, people are mad. Okay, my feed is a lot of random stuff, but if I just scroll a little bit, let me just scroll like 7 hours ago when this came out. There it is. People are mad. People are just not happy about it because they literally didn't answer anything, and they just gave, you know, they regurgitated the information that we already knew. Now, I will say this probably helped some people because there was misinformation online. People were confused about the game passes. People were confused about how the efficiency worked. But people just didn't want this. The majority of people knew how it worked, and some people didn't know how it worked, and this helped those people. But I think they're not catering towards the majority group at the moment. You're pathetic. Reverse the update. Whoa, this is worthless. This is a longer version of what they said earlier this week. Like, so what's different about the version to the other? I'm always fainting to where it makes me not want to play Bloxburg. Only way of keeping the fainting is having an option to turn it on and off. Thank you for addressing, but why can't we just have the old system back that everyone wants? It's so useless to the update system when no one wanted the change. Also, for everyone who was banned for that money glitch, by the way, they are working on it. Will you ever do it on ban wave? And they said we're looking at it. So to answer that question as well, guys, they are looking into the bans that happened during that money glitch. So for those people, there you go. Last but not least, Creek also responded to this because, again, this has become a Roblox issue and not just a Bloxburg issue. So Creekcraft over here had a long thing to say. There are a couple of things that are wrong just because he doesn't play Bloxburg. So let's go over it. Love it when developers communicate well. Really cool to see. Let's break this down. So the job update. I understand why you changed job across the board. You can't have some jobs be fundamentally worse than others. You can't have a meta because then everyone will just want to play the best game, best job. With that being said, the best job, well, now I feel like they're being punished. One solution here would be to introduce some sort of job perk system that gives each job an identity. Make each job give something uniquely valuable. And I think this could have worked. This could have worked because Bloxburg did do this. And I fainted. Add it to the bills. Add it to the bills. But if you guys don't know, this efficiency thing that they're talking about has already been added to Bloxburg. And it started with the fast food worker. Remember when Bloxy Burgers was made? This is when they added efficiency. When you made a burger, you didn't get that much money until your efficiency was fully to 100%. But for the meaning to level up this job, look at what we got, guys. We got like new things being unlocked and stuff. So I think Bloxburg just dumped this update on us without, like, you know, updating all of the jobs first. They should have done it one by one, maybe. They should have updated the jobs like this first and then done that whole thing. Like, people didn't mind the efficiency that much with the fast food worker job because we got these cool little features and people really enjoyed it and stuff. So personally, I just think that Bloxburg updated not in the best way. They just pushed it on us without like giving us perks like this. Going back to this, a fainting system, you're correct in saying that the old move system didn't really do anything. It's a mechanic that now restricts players from playing how they always have. And this is the part where he's wrong again, just because he doesn't play Bloxburg, but not to mention you're selling the solution to this as a new problem in form of Game Pass. So he's talking about Marvelous Moods, but Marvelous Moods doesn't even stop fainting either, which I think it should. And then towing fee, again, this is a system that didn't exist before. It adds nothing to the game except to act as a means of restricting players from the avenues of fun that they choose. So again, it's just useless. If they want to keep fainting and towing, I think they should have released this when they probably added a towing job, but with towing, it would have just made more sense. Also, if they added fainting, they should have added a hospital with a nurse/doctor job. And then I think people would like it a bit more. These updates are just not complete. They feel like unfinished, incomplete updates that they just throw at you. It's a mix of a bunch of random stuff that just doesn't make any sense. And also, what economy are we talking about? Okay. Anyways, there we have it, guys. Bloxburg responded. Everyone hated it, and everyone still hates Bloxburg. I don't know if they're gonna do anything about it. I don't know. Brant made a video on it. He didn't really say much. We watched it on stream. He just talked about the update here, and yeah, it's not his fault or Little Mari's or any of the creators, by the way. No one gets to say but Coffee Stain themselves. So if you want to go hinder anyone, which I don't recommend, but Coffee Stain is who you should go talk to. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Goodbye, everyone, and I hope you have a great day.